Welcome to the video on rangelands and range resources of Balochistan. We will explore a strategic framework for ecosystem restoration, carbon finance, and community-based management. Our content covers the geographic and ecological scale, the socio-economic context, the ecological divide, pastoral systems, the degradation crisis, drivers of ecosystem collapse, and nature-based solutions. A rangeland is an extensive area occupied by native herbaceous or shrubby vegetation, grazed by domestic or wild herbivores. Range management is the science and art of optimizing returns through manipulation of the range ecosystem. Pakistan has an immense rangeland area, totaling over 57 million hectares. Balochistan holds the largest share, contributing 32.29 million hectares, which is 93% of the province's total area. The livestock sector is the socio-economic engine of Balochistan, with 45 million head of livestock. Almost 87% of the rural population relies on it, and 80 to 90% of feed for small ruminants comes from natural pastures. Rangelands provide essential ecosystem services, falling into categories like supporting, provisioning, regulating, and cultural services. These range from soil formation and biodiversity to clean water and climate regulation. Balochistan is ecologically divided. The northern zone is 38% of the land area, carrying 76.5% of the livestock load with cool temperate highlands. The southern/western zone is hyper-arid desert, covering 62% of the land. This geographic imbalance drives unsustainable stocking pressures. The northern zone is rapidly depleting due to overstocking, while the highly fragile southern zone has naturally low biomass productivity. Rangelands in Balochistan are categorized into 4 types: central, western, eastern and southern ranges, and the Suleiman mountain ranges. Each type has unique characteristics and geographical locations. Pastoral systems in Balochistan are nomadic, transhumant, and sedentary. Transhumant systems, involving seasonal migration and dryland agriculture, account for 65% of the sheep and goats. The degradation crisis shows a shrinking asset. The Desertification Vulnerability Index has skyrocketed from 26.24% in 1990 to an alarming 71.63% in 2024. This trend is impacting biomass significantly. The desertification trajectory is accelerating. By 2024, 71.63% of the semi-arid zones were deemed highly vulnerable. The southern areas are the epicenter of this expansion, driven by rising soil salinity. Asset depreciation is driven by livestock populations exceeding carrying capacity, illegal uprooting of woody biomass, and climatic aridity. The rangeland is shifting from productive infrastructure to barren desert. The greening paradox highlights the difference between absolute greenness and actual ecological stress. The Enhanced Vegetation Index, or EVI, can mask underlying stress, while the Standardized Vegetation Index, or SVI, reveals the true dryland vulnerability. 4 main drivers of ecosystem collapse include overstocking, which exceeds carrying capacity, the tragedy of the commons, leading to unregulated exploitation, woody biomass extraction, and climate change, which acts as a force multiplier for anthropogenic stress. The image clearly depicts the outcome of overgrazed rangelands. Continuous grazing pressure leads to land degradation and loss of vegetation cover. Drought exacerbates the issue, severely impacting rangelands that are already stressed. The land becomes arid, and the sparse vegetation struggles to survive. Continuous grazing without rest triggers an ecological state shift. Phase 1, nutritious bunch grasses, transitions to Phase 2, drought-tolerant shrubs, and finally to Phase 3, severe degradation with toxic invaders. The turnaround strategy involves nature-based solutions with 3 pillars. These are biological reseeding and silvopasture, micro-catchment water harvesting, and rotational grazing governance. Controlled grazing demonstrates massive latent productivity, closing the biomass gap. Protected areas can increase yield by up to 2,000%. 4 to 6 years of protection can fully restore heavily grazed grasslands. The image provides context about the region's range resources, likely supporting the need for better management practices. Case studies from FAO and community initiatives focus on rangeland mapping, water resource revival, and community-based grazing management, ensuring equitable resource use. Restored rangelands possess a hidden asset: soil organic carbon. Undisturbed lands can store up to 32.69 tons of carbon per hectare, contributing significantly to climate change mitigation. A visualization of the soil profile highlights the crucial role of soil organic carbon in healthy rangeland ecosystems and their capacity for carbon sequestration. There is a global opportunity for carbon finance via the UN Article 6.4 mechanism. Monetizing ecological restoration can generate substantial revenue, creating perpetual funding for community livelihoods. A paradigm shift is proposed through the Balochistan Rangeland Policy 2025 to 2035. This moves from open access exploitation to managed stewardship, nature-based solutions, and integration into global carbon markets. Livestock optimization is key, shifting from farming for volume to entrepreneurship for commercial value, focusing on selective breeding and controlled breeding seasons for higher yields and resilience. The strategic roadmap, 2025 to 2035, has 3 phases: stabilization, restoration, and monetization/resilience. This plan aims for a self-sustaining ecosystem funded by carbon credits and optimized pastoral systems. Thank you for watching this video on the strategic framework for rangeland restoration in Balochistan. We hope this information inspires action towards a sustainable future.